the delight to have Andre Washington with us. Our show is called Music and Medicine, and I'm Dr. Moshe Lewis. Talk to us about how you got interested in music and sort of used your voice as your instrument.
I'm nothing but a church boy.
All right, be honest.
I'm a church boy. I didn't have a chance to go to a performing arts school where I was born and raised.
Right.
So church was my school. So I learned a lot. Matter of fact, I learned everything in church. Church was my foundation. Church is my foundation.
Sure. Amen.
And my mother took out time to just kind of teach me and to guide me in that area, but she allowed me to express on my own. So I owe my mom a lot, because she just took out the time to say, hey, you're going to be great.
Sure.
This is what it is, and this is the route to go.
Absolutely, amen. Now, talk to us about that transition, because going from all the way in the East out to here is a big leap, and usually not quite as straight and narrow as it may seem.
You know, it was a lot, because again, all I knew was my small city. It's called Coatesville, Pennsylvania, and that's all I knew. So when my dad came to California, he visited a friend of the family, and he applied for a job, you know, and he got the job.
Right, just to try it out.
So my dad was like, what can I do to put my family in the best position in this season? So he decided to move us from Pennsylvania to California. Did I like it? No, I was very upset. Very, very upset.
Because of leaving your friends?
Leaving my friends, leaving my family, leaving what I knew.
Right.
But it was the best. I always go back and I tell my Dad, that decision right there as a man, as a man, head of the family, that was one of the best decisions he ever made concerning his baby boy.
Sure, sure. And that's probably something not enough fathers hear.
Yeah.
What was it like sort of really trying to get your roots here musically, as well as the logistics of actually trying to get into the industry?
You know, because we didn't really know anyone, it was a little tough. But God has a way of orchestrating your steps. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it kind of started in school. I went to high school in Palmdale, California, and they heard me sing, and it just kind of snowballed into people asking me to sing. My parents are pastors, so we started a church out in Palmdale.
Sure.
And, you know, just visiting other churches and stuff like that, it just kind of just became a thing. And, you know, people started recognizing me as a musician first, actually. So I played the keys, but then as time went on, I started singing, and, you know, just kind of snowballed from there.
Sure. Talk to us about some of those amazing opportunities and moments that have really, you almost have to pinch yourself.
Oh my goodness. I remember, you know, being in high school. I went to school with a good friend of mine. His name is Jamie Jones, and Jamie said, hey, Dre, we're about to start this group, and I love the way you sing. We want you to be a part of it. I went in, I sung, they let me in the group. We recorded, and that group became Grammy Award Winning All-4-One.
Yes.
So, yeah. Their biggest hit was I Swear, I Swear.
Yes, we remember.
Yeah. But my father moved me from Coatesville to California just for those amazing moments to happen.
Sure.
Unfortunately, I was kicked out of the group because they said that I could not sing, that I wasn't good enough.
Right.
So that was the beginning of my journey in the entertainment industry, was with that hurt. You know what I'm saying? But again, you know, I always go back to my relationship with God. God just brought me through those hurtful moments. You know what I'm saying? I quit singing. I didn't want to sing anymore. I felt like, you know, I failed
Right.
everyone. I failed my family, all those who were rooting for me back east.
Sure.
I failed them because I wasn't good enough. You know, so, but, you know, life has its way of getting right.
Right, getting you back
You know
on
what
track.
I'm saying?
Sure, absolutely.
And God just brought me through, man. I tried to commit suicide in the whole nine, you know.
Right.
But again, I'm a man of faith,
Sure.
and I
Amen.
always just go back to it, man.
Sure.
If it wasn't for
Sure.
God just loving me enough to say,
Sure.
nah, you have a bigger purpose.
Sure,
I
absolutely.
have a bigger plan for you.
Right.
So I'm not gonna allow that to happen.
Right.
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
Sure.
So, but that moment just really put me
us
on
with
that journey of, you know, just being in the entertainment industry. And I mean, oh my goodness, I mean, it's just been crazy. I'm on my third passport.
Wow.
You know, I've had a
Traveling.
chance to travel the world. I
Right.
mean,
Wow.
beautiful, beautiful places from Asia to Europe
Right.
to all around the United States, and it's just been a blessing, man.
Sure.
You know,
Excellent.
the good and the
Sure.
bad, though.
Right. Sure, mixed together
You
to
know,
make our
it's
story.
the good stuff,
Right.
but the bad stuff came along with it, but it
Sure.
made me who I am today.
Sure. Right.
Yeah.
And for many people, helps them to really appreciate those things that are good.
Yeah, yeah.
But I want to tease out that cliche for a minute because it's a really big concept you're mentioning. How do you feel you heard that voice? Because many people say, God helped bring me through in that deepest or darkest moment when you were sitting there and really looking at, okay, I don't know if I should be here anymore. How do you feel that you were able to hear that voice or hear a different answer?
I think it started with my parents, and my parents saying, you know, what you were told, that's not true.
Right.
That is not true. You are Andre Washington, and you are great, and that's who you're going to be.
Right.
And even when, you know, I had those moments of doubt, you know, I had a good support system, whether it was my mom or my dad or my family or some really good friends who would say, you're great. You can sing.
Right.
You're absolutely great. And, you know, my faith began to build up, you know, in those moments.
Right.
And I just finally just came to the realization that I am great. And what
Amazing.
God has given me is great.
Yes.
And people need to hear what I have to offer.
Sure. Right.
And I have a measure of talent. I have a gift that God has given me, and people are going to enjoy it.
Sure.
So allow me, God was like, allow me to orchestrate that. Roll with me.
Right.
So
Exactly.
that's
Right.
what I've done my whole career, man.
Amen.
You know, just rolling with God.
Sure.
It's been-
Sure. Right.
It's been crazy.
That's not a bad partner.
It's been crazy.
Sure. Of course.
But it's been a blessing,
Sure,
man.
absolutely.
And I'm here now,
Sure,
and I'm
absolutely.
chopping with you.
Sure.
I'm
absolutely.
blessed.
Right. No, likewise.
Yeah.
Sure. No, absolutely. I also want to tease out that full circle moment where you had already pointed out to your dad, oh, you were right, and as man to man, I can say that was a great decision you made, Dad. At what point you felt you could turn back and look at God and say, you helped me. This definitely, I know now that it was the right decision to live.
To live?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You know, what I've learned in life, you know, everyone has a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone. And because of the hurt, I had made a choice to try to end my life, right? You know? But having that stability in my mother and my father, having that foundation in church,
Sure.
you know what I'm saying? Because I think, this is just my perspective,
Sure.
if I didn't know God,
Right. Right.
I think that my journey would be, of course, my journey
Sure.
would be a little different.
Right.
You know, I might not be here.
Right.
Probably I wouldn't be here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I think God loved me enough to say,
Sure.
I got you.
Sure.
You over here tripping,
Right. Exactly.
but I got you because I know what you're about to do.
Right.
You know? So I think it was just in those moments where I realized that I'm here to shed light, to shed love,
Sure.
and to just be a blueprint of where God can take you if you allow him to.
Absolutely,
You know?
sure. And we feel to share your story because this is something that we hear about, we read about, but when we see it face to face and we see that it can look like us, we see that it could be my brother, my cousin, my nephew, and also that you've gone deep to really sort of do that healing and how you've put it together. That
It
also
took a
helps.
while, though.
Oh, absolutely.
That healing took a
Sure,
while.
absolutely.
That journey was a long journey. It took me a while. I actually stopped singing. I was like, I just don't want to be a part of this.
Sure.
So I would play keys. I had a group. They were called Andre Washington. In the future, we sung gospel.
Right.
And but I wouldn't sing.
Right.
I would always push people to do my music. And then I just had the opportunity to go to another country. God took me from everything that I knew. And I auditioned to be a teacher to teach gospel music in Osaka, Japan.
Wow.
And out of 150, almost 200 teachers, the name of the production is called Glass House Production. Shout out to Crystal. They chose me, but it was all part of God's plan.
Absolutely.
And my healing started in another country.
Right.
That's where my healing started. It didn't start at home or where I thought it would be familiar to heal.
Sure.
God was like, nah, I'm about to scoop you up.
Exactly.
And I'm going to put you over here,
Right.
you know? And I realized that God is bigger than what I thought he was.
Right.
Like, I thought God only existed in the United States.
Right.
But
Or a
he's
city.
so much bigger than that.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So he put me in Japan. My healing started there. I stayed there for about 2 or 3 years. I actually was out there with your guest from earlier, Chaz.
Sure, yes.
Who's like that's my brother. He has helped me in my journey of healing too.
Sure, absolutely.
And so when I came back,
Right. You're straight.
I was ready.
Right. Exactly.
I was ready.
Sure.
And then God just opened up the door and put me on tour with, I don't know if you remember Guy. You remember Teddy Riley?
A couple of us have heard of that
Guy.
group.
And I mean, we were on tour with so many artists. It was like 5 years.
Right.
And that snowballed to me going to Monte Carlo.
Wow.
I was at Monte Carlo for maybe about 3 months. I left my job. I had a 9 to 5, and I remember just praying like, Lord,
Is this the right thing?
I'm sitting here. I know this is just my perspective. I was like, I know I'm a star. I know that God has more for me than to be at a 9 to 5.
Sure.
Everybody's journey is different.
Absolutely.
But I was just saying, for me, I know you have more for me.
Sure.
So what we gonna do?
Right. You were constrained.
And God was like, all right, if you feel that way, let's roll.
Let's do it.
And he took me off that job. I haven't had a 9 to 5 since 2009. He took me off that job and he put me in Monte Carlo.
Right.
But I was in Monte Carlo on my own name.
Sure. Amazing. Sure.
My own name.
Sure.
You know, I've been blessed to sing background. That is my thing, you know? I've been blessed to sing background with so many different artists, you know? But I think this season right now,
Sure.
God is like, it's time for you to
Amen.
go on down there,
Sure.
go on. I got you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, without any further ado, I mean, what better intro could we have than that? Andre Washington.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. This particular song, I'm about to release it February 9th, and I'm so excited. It's been 15 years, y'all, and I'm ready to go. Yeah? This song is called It Gets No Better Than You. I wrote this song with my brother, Chaz Shepard. I hope y'all love it. Let's go! Baby, it gets no better. Yeah. Baby, thank you. It gets no better than you. Yeah. I'm gonna sing about love, y'all. Just wanna tell you, girl. You just so right, baby. I'm just so crazy for you. I love you and I like you. I'm 100% in it with you, baby. I lust for you, I love making love with you. Hey, you're enough for me. Even your bad is good enough for me. And I accept the parts that most people don't see. I yearn for you, I burn for you. But it's not just that I can learn from you. Yeah. You're the perfect situation, baby. Hey. Hi. Baby, it gets no better than you. Listen, sometimes just be alone with you and just be present with you. Ha. And put the phones on mute. Spend quality time with you and have a movie night with you. Yeah. Popcorn and wine with you. You're my favorite production. You know just what to do with my Pro Tools. Hey. You're the reason for my logic. Baby, you're my boo. You're my love, the best, my one. But baby, you're my favorite girl, my love, the best. Yes, you are, baby. My one. Hey, I'm good right here, cause yeah, it's no better. You're the best, baby. It gets no better than you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. I'm Andre Washington.
No, we're just not.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.